Hey, pal, how are you?
Jay, my brother, I am doing fantastic. Wait,
It's been
let's stop
weeks.
the press. You had a birthday.
Yes, I had a
This young
birthday.
man had a birthday. How was your birthday, first and foremost?
It was great. It was great. I celebrated all week. I have a lot of friends, so I celebrated all week. I went out couple dinners, couple different friends. We all couldn't go on the same day, so just schedules didn't where we could all go together. So I went a couple different days. Saturday, I went to a steakhouse where I live. Love it, Old Stone. Oh, if you
Yeah,
ever
that looked
come,
good. Would you had that big tomahawk steak?
now the tomahawk I had on Sunday,
Oh shit.
a place right outside of Philadelphia, Uzbekistan restaurant outside. I didn't even know there was such thing as Uzbekistanian food.
That's the first
It
I've
was
ever heard of that.
so good. It was so good, and it was, I don't want to say dirt cheap, but it was very inexpensive, right? And not that I paid; it was my birthday, but for future reference. But that tomahawk was 40 ounces, and that was only $100. So, and legitimately three people could eat it. Now, only two of us ate it, but I brought leftovers home, so that shows you that three people could eat it, right? But the food was great. Saturday was Old Stone, where I live. That's well near where I live, because I live in New Jersey, that's in Pennsylvania. That's in an old church. I think the church was started like in 1856, something 1850s or something like that. So when you go in, it's a beautiful bar. It's a high end place. This is not a place you go every well, unless you have money, right? This is not a place you go every week, right? The bar you certainly could because it's got a separate bar menu. But then you go upstairs where the church part was. Huge room. It probably sits, I don't know, 200 people. Huge, open, no columns. It's all open with a huge vaulted ceiling. It's got like I don't know how big, but maybe a 50-foot tall mural. There's even a third floor, like where there was a church where like the organ player would have been and the choir and
Yeah.
all that. And that's a separate area that you can do for private parties and stuff like that with another bar up there. They have uh, where like a raw bar where they shuck, they fly
Yeah, yeah.
in oysters and stuff fresh every day. But my friend owns it. I love the place. Even if my friend didn't own it, I still love the place. Now, I have friends that own restaurants, and I don't love it. But this, I'm not saying I love it because he's my friend, because I have places that I go to that my friends own, and whatever. I would never knock him, though, on video. So it was a great week. It was a great week. I want to tell you one other thing. Sunday morning, I went out for breakfast, and I was in my own world. I go to the same place every week for breakfast, every weekend. Same place. I get it's we don't have diners where I am, which is, I live kind of in a rural place, right?
We're in the diner capital of the world, and you don't
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
diners.
and I don't have a diner, right? Okay. But this is kind of like diner. It's like the best way to describe it is like grandmom's food. Like you're going to grandmom's house, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And where I live, I've said it 100 times, where it's all tourists, but a lot of locals go there. So when you go there, chances are you're going to see like one of your neighbors, right? Only 4,000 people live where I live. Anyway, I'm in my own world. I'm eating. It's great. It's called the classic. It's 2 eggs, toast, potatoes, and it's $12, right? And
The
it's
perfect
great food.
breakfast.
It's right. It's
Yeah.
perfect, right? They have great coffee there, right? Whatever. I'm in my own world. I'm futzing. I don't even know what I was doing. All of a sudden, the whole place, because this is a place you got to wait. When you go there, you got to wait. There's no, it's always jammed, right?
Especially on a
And
Sunday morning.
it doesn't matter if
Yeah.
you go at 8 o'clock in the morning or at noon, whatever. And they close at 2 o'clock, and like 2 o'clock, done. Like, no, you can't offer them. No, 2 o'clock out. And they don't say out, but all right. Anyway, out of nowhere, I'm eating my breakfast. The whole place starts singing me happy birthday. And they
Nah,
bring me a
that's cool.
candle. Yeah. Like everybody was in on it. And I was like the only guy that didn't know that it was happening. But it was cool. I was so embarrassed, but it was cool. Yeah. So I had a great birthday week. So thank you. Thank you.
Good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I think once you get to our age, you really like birthdays can come and
You
go.
do.
But
Well, actually, I have a different feeling. When you get to to my age, because I'm in my mid-50s now. Most people don't think I'm in my mid-50s, but I am. But listen, I know I'm at the end of closer to the end than I am at the beginning, and I appreciate things a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So, it was amazing. It was amazing. All right, you ready to
Good.
get into this? All right,
Let's do it, my friend.
I know we have an agenda. I just want to change. I know Maldives is first, but I just want to, before we get into Maldives, I want to point something out. Something happened yesterday. All right, I have it on my phone, and I have it this time. I have it unprepared. I want to point out. I don't know who he is. I sent him a friend request. Let's see if he accepts it. But I want to congratulate the 2024 APA Junior Champion for the black tier, which is skill level 6 through 9. They have the way the APA does it. There's skill level 1, 2, skill level 3, skill level 4 and 5, and then 6 through 9. So in the black tier, I want to congratulate Connor McFadden. He's a skill level 9, and he's 17, which is unbelievable, right? He's from Newport Richey, Florida, and he defeated Tyler Ramos, who's a skill level 7 from Kansas City. And it says there was 23 players in that black tier. The Connor, I looked him up. He's got like this curly
He looks like
hair.
any member from Journey.
Yes, he does. Which is funny because he won't know who Journey is, right? But we do because we're all right. It's a good look on him, though. It's a good look, that hair. I know he's got to get hot with that thing, right? It's like shiny, his hair.
He better watch out if he makes it to WNT. He's going to have some hair ball fouls.
Yeah. All right. So, how about that? He's a skill level 9 and he's 17.
That's impressive, and these are names like you got to take note of, because these are guys that are potentially going to be on the Mosconi Cup tomorrow.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I like following the junior players. Well, let's just point out the 4s and the 5s here. Cameron Adar is a skill level 5 from East Peoria, Illinois. That's where Bart lives. I don't know. And he defeated Alex Leck, skill level 5 of Hamburg. It's not far from us. Is it Hamburg?
Pennsylvania? Yeah, that's pretty close.
Not far. Yeah.
No, not at all.
And it says it had 73 participants. So it's a pretty big field. The skill level 3s had 57 players, and the 1s and 2s had 105 players. So that's 150. They had close to 250 players for this event. I don't know where it was at. Let's see where it's at. Let's see if it was. Oh, it was at the St. Louis Airport Hotel. Hopefully they didn't go to St. Louis. Hopefully they didn't go exploring St. Louis.
That's a hotel right out of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
3 days of competition. Prize package that included $300 Amazon gift card, Action Q. Yeah, I couldn't give a skill level 9 an Action Q. Come on. All right, but cool. So congratulations to Connor and Cameron Adar and Nathan Wilson and Christopher Spears. So I just wanted to start that.
That Connor kid must be the real deal, because they put his whole face on the banner of the APA page.
Oh yeah. So you can also go to the APA. It looks like, I didn't watch it yet. I will watch it. There's a stream on there from yesterday. It looks like it's great production. So I'm definitely gonna watch at least a little bit of it and see how good Connor is. I didn't watch any of it. I'm full disclosure, I didn't watch any of it, but I just wanted to shout him out that, winning a champion like that. I'm just impressed that he's a 9 at 17, right? Because there's a lot of things a kid can be doing at 17 that
on the sticks. Not the pool sticks.
And then he's doing it for APA. And I also read that he's plays for Tampa Bay APA, which I believe is Jeanette's APA, is it not?
That's our friend, the Black Widow. That's her area.
Yeah, so that's even cool too, because Jeanette definitely has a great junior program. She's very into the juniors,
They probably text each other. She's probably got him on speed dial.
Those two kids, Trenton and the other kid plays out of that Tampa League too. They both beat me. They both beat me multiple times too. They're so good. I wish it starts. The other kid name starts with a K too. But anyway, let's get into the regular program. Maldives.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Grapefruit.
He comes out of nowhere every year.
I could be the only guy that calls him Mr. Grapefruit. That's his Instagram name, right? Yeah. Nobody calls him Mr. Grapefruit. I first off, he's a great guy. I love that he won. He's such a nice guy. I sent him a message this morning. As a matter of fact, I said congratulations. He responded right away, which is great. Now I don't know that he does that for everybody, but I probably does that for everybody. Yeah, I would imagine. He gives me the impression that he does that. Listen, I message players. Some don't get back to me for weeks. Whatever, some don't even get back to me. I don't expect them to. Well, I guess I do. Yes, I do. Let's be honest. Yes, I do. I love that he won. It's been a few years since he won. I had to look it up. I think it was 2019, but he's always in there. He's always in there.
Yeah, he took down a Predator event. I gotta say within a year.
Yeah. So let's just go over. We'll get into the tournament. This is what I like about him. So let's. I'm on a page. We'll start here. So I'm on a page from 2023. 9th at World Pool Championship. 9th at Estonia Open. He's from Estonia. 17th at Alpha Las Vegas. 5th at World 10 Ball Championship. I mean, the guy's got legit. 9th U.S. Open 8 Ball. 5th PRP 9 Ball Open. 3rd at J Flower Scottish Open. 17th UK Open. 17th Spanish Open. I don't want to read them all, but 5th Michigan Open, 5th 9 Ball Qatar Open.
This guy's going everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, going everywhere. And all right, so here's 2024. 2024, he's 33rd at Talent Open, 3rd at World 10 Ball Championship, 3rd at Polish Dynamic Billiard 10 Ball Open, 33rd at UK Open, 17th at Dynamic Billiard, St. Johann Open, 33rd at World Pool Championship, and the Maldives Open. Guy goes home with a $32,000 check. And what's nice about that, his earnings so far in 2024 is $33,000. His earnings for 2023 was $43,000. So I mean, he's almost there. His last win prior to today, or to yesterday, really, that I believe, based on a little bit of research that I did, he took first at the Dynamic. I don't know how to say words from Europe. Italia. I really, when I do these podcasts, whatever you call these, and we talk about European, I feel like an idiot that I don't know how to say anybody's name or anything. I'm not. I'm actually pretty smart. But here, 2019, 4th at Turning Stone, 33rd at Dynamic Billiard Open, 17th Budapest, 49th US 9 Ball, and that's. Are we going to the US Open?
I don't know.
I can't lock you down on an answer.
I'm a last minute guy.
All right.
I can let you know an hour before showtime.
All right. So 2019, 32,000. 2020, well, can't really count that. 2021, 32,000. 2022, 43,000. 2023, 44,000. And now this year he's at 33,000. Now 33,000, 32 of it was yesterday, right? So,
yeah.
But that puts him 27 on the AZ Billiards. I'm reading AZ Billiards. They really are the source. I mean, I'm not crazy about the people that run it, but they really are the source. If you want to know it's the ESPN, right? It's the ESPN. I mean, do you use it, AZ Billiards?
Yeah, for stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. I said I don't want to talk about this, but well, let's just mention it and then get right back to the Maldives Open. Kachi and Yap confirmed for Reyes Cup. Okay? Okay? That's a no-brainer, though, right?
Yeah, that's for those squads, yeah. But I'm still confused on, is this the team that's going to play America?
I don't know.
Or
I don't know.
is Mr. What's his name? Is Mr. Eckert coaching this team also?
I don't know. All right, I don't want to talk about Reyes Open. Let's talk
We
about
can do
Dennis
hours
Small.
on that stuff.
Yeah, I think we talk about it too much. Anyway, I was very impressed with Dennis. I posted earlier today. Let me go to Level2Billiards.
He's not a very old guy, is he? He's in his mid-30s.
He's a young guy.
Yeah.
I think he's, maybe, yeah. Super, super nice guy. I've met him in person. I did an interview with him. Me and Mark Whyte did an interview with him down in Virginia a few years ago. He's so funny. Super, like a perfect gentleman. Anyway, listen to this. I was so impressed by this. Number one, he goes undefeated in this tournament.
Yeah.
All right. This is not the.
These are heavy hitters.
Yeah. Listen to this. This is not the garage in Russia.
First laughing break.
I got to tell you guys at home something. I have to tell you guys at home something. I have to tell you something at home. For you viewers at home. Yesterday I saw a truck, and on the side of it said Level2Billiards. No, it said Level 2. It said Level, and then the
just
Roman numeral 2. Yeah, it didn't say Billiards. It said Level 2, and so I thought it was unusual. I saw it go by me. I said, that's unusual. Is there a Level 2 model? I don't know. I've never seen it.
There's a lot of different models with those F-150s.
All right. And then I saw it again. I took a picture, and I sent the picture to Rob. Rob said the funniest joke I've ever seen. Let me read it to you. Hold on. Let me pull up the message. I was dying. I was walking down the street dying. Rob says, the official L2B F-150 with Tyler Steyer windshield misters. I can't with you. I can't.
For when you need tears to hit the windshield, go to your Steyers.
All right. Let's stay on track. We really need a third person here to help us. Shivam or Aurora 8-4. Johannes Magpate 10-5. Okay, warm-ups. Listen to this. How about this? 10-2 against Gorski beats him.
Number one player in the world.
10-2.
Yep.
Then Daniel McCauley, I don't know how to say his name, but you know who he is. Maceo. He's French, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. Or from Denmark or somewhere over there.
I met somebody from France this week. 10-8. Then he beats Conrad 10-6. And then the final, which was a ridiculous final. If you haven't watched it, watch it.
The all nice guy A-level player final.
Yeah, because Alex is as nice as they come, but Alex Kazakis. Now, his name I know how to play, but I know him, so I know how to say his name, but I know him, so that probably helps. I know Conrad, too, but I can't say his name because he uses every letter of the alphabet.
Yezhushin.
10-9. How do you say it?
Yezhushin.
Do you practice this? I don't practice this.
I have a very European family. It's
okay.
There's Poles down the line. There's Middle Easterns down the line.
Yeah. Alex is a great guy. Dennis is a great guy. I was surprised about it being in Maldives. That's like in the middle of nowhere, bro. That's in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, Indian Ocean. I was going to say like Sri Lanka, India area.
I think it's like an atoll or something. I think it's like a little islands or something.
Yeah,
I
of
think.
course.
I'm not. Don't come to me for your geography, but I think that's what it is.
That show's coming later in the summer.
Where's my picture on your wall? I never see my picture on your wall.
It's right here.
Oh, there I am. Stop blocking me. Oh, yeah. Oh, a little bit your ear blocks it, but all right. Just can you move a little? No, can you just move your chair? There you go. There you go. All right. There you go.
You're disrupting the whole show.
No, I'm not. I'm all right. Your turn to talk. Go ahead. Let me get a drink of water.
So anyway, it's an all Predator final for those scoring at home for all the Q fans out there.
Does Dennis stay WPA?
I don't know. That's where he can if he's into making more money, that would probably be a wise move for him.
Well, I wonder what players stay and what players go.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously with filler, they're allowing some Predator guys that are major names to use their current stuff. But probably over the winter, we underwent like a major switching of Q sponsors like we've never seen before.
Yeah, and then Predator just added a player recently again, so which I thought was surprised about that, right?
And they're rumored to be another major player leaving Predator for Jay Flowers. They're teasing Roland Garcia.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen because Jay Flowers is throwing money a lot into Asia.
Yeah, a lot of Filipinos on Jay Flowers.
Yeah. I was looking the other day at the demographics for the Level2Billiards page. I didn't realize how many followers come from that part of the world. Philippines, Thailand, Hong Kong, crazy. Just that part. What's that other? Vietnam.
Yeah.
A good majority. I don't want to say, maybe a majority come from that. The old Level2Billiards, the number one place that people came from was Iran.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, right? Somebody started following me a few weeks ago from Baghdad, and I sent him a message, and they never sent me back. So maybe he doesn't know English, or maybe he just doesn't care to answer me. But I had questions about what pool was like in Iraq. What kind of tables do they use? What kind of cues are popular? What games do they play? For places that are really unknown to me, I'm curious to how they play, right? Because I know how they play in the Midwest, right? We know in the Midwest it's mostly bar box, and we know that we know that Diamonds is taking over, but now we're some. But what happens in places that are really unknown to Americans like you and I, right? Very curious. Maybe one day somebody from Iraq will send me a message. But that kid last year I interviewed from Africa, like
yeah, I remember that.
Or Jaden, watching Jaden play. He lives in Hong Kong, right? Jaden?
Hong Kong, yeah.
Yeah. It's cool to see other people play the same sport that you play, but maybe play it on different equipment or different cues.
Right.
Because we're here, Predators probably has I don't know, I'm not saying this is fact, but Predator probably has number one market share. But over there, maybe Jay Flowers has number one market share, right? And over here, Diamond probably has number one market share where, I don't know who it is over there. Gabriel, I don't know who it is. And Star something.
And how?
Yeah, and Rasan is probably big in Japan, and then I'm curious about China because there's so many people that live in China, and pool is a big sport in China. Not huge, but it's just interesting. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. we started with me not knowing what to talk about tonight.
And that's usually how it goes. We have a little debriefing session and then we hit record.
Yeah. All right, what do you want to talk about next?
What do we have? We have a couple WPBA events. Just want to do a quick recap of Bike Week?
Yeah, let's briefly talk about Bike Week. So in the last in our last podcast, we said if it was worthy, we will do a whole show dedicated to Bike Week. It wasn't worthy.
I thought it was a good event. It wasn't a blockbuster.
Oh, it was a good event. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good event.
I got a report from a fan that was there watching, and I kind of didn't like the way things went down. That not a lot of people found out the last day of Bike Week.
Wait a minute. Before you say this, somebody messaged me too. Something shady happened there. I don't remember what it is. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Something shady.
So should I go into it?
Yeah.
The last day of Bike Week, the team that was put into the finals, the team that fared the best was the team of Bean Hung and Kristina Zlateva. So there was 2 matches. There was 3 matches planned for the last day. The 2 matches before them, they weren't allowed to practice. They didn't get any opportunity for a practice room. I heard that Bean Hung was doing challenge matches, and they had Zlateva on commentary. And this is from a fan, this is from a fan in the stands telling me this.
All right. So the thing that I heard was not that, but something else. That they had the players hawking the $100 motorcycle ticket.
Yeah, so I noticed that myself. I didn't see the players doing it. Well, maybe it was the players because I was only listening to the audio, the commentary audio. They were stopping the event at points because I don't know if they sold enough tickets to get rid of that used bike and the sets of balls that they were trying to do, but they were really pushing that stuff.
I hope they didn't do that. I mean, we weren't there, so we don't know exactly. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's hope that they didn't use the players that way. But the practicing thing, that ain't right. You should be able to practice.
Yeah, because what was the final team? Was Jasmine and Monica Webb, and they're playing all day. They're playing 20 racks of pool by the time they get into the finals.
Right. So they're ready to go.
How fair is that for Bean and Kristina? That's horrible.
Yeah. That I don't want to say I'm anti that league, or not league, but tournament. But they do things I'm not fond of. First off, they call players pros that are not pros. I don't like that. They market specific players. I'm not going to say who, but they market specific players as being top pros, and they're not.
Yeah.
I get it. It's from a marketing point of view, but but there's enough names there. Just because somebody's pretty, and I think that's why they do it, right? Because somebody's pretty, you don't say that they're a top pro when they're not.
If you have Instagram followers, you're a top pro.
Yeah. That doesn't. Yeah, because if you can't beat an APA 6, you're not a top pro. I don't think, right? I mean,
and they kind of did that with Pia Filler a little bit. When they had her in the solo events on the WNT, they're billing her as the top female pool player. I mean, she's a good player and she's going to be very good. But if we're talking top female pool players, I don't put her in the top 5.
Right. And listen, my background is marketing. I get it. Right. You gotta have the look, right? I get it. But here's the thing. The junior, that BEF, remember the BEF Billiards Education Foundation, which is for the juniors, right? When April Larson was a junior, she was the face of the BEF for like 3 years in a row. All the promotional stuff was all April, right? Once in a while they showed other juniors, but they designated, not officially, but she was on everything, on all the marketing material, right? They had one player, and pick someone and make, it doesn't have to be the same player every year. This year it's this person. Next year it's next, whatever. And have them be the face. Matchroom does it. When they do these promotional posters and stuff, they show the top players. Show the top players. Don't show the top players because they're prettier. But don't make me say the name, but They show this one player there, like she's like end all be all a pro. She's not. She's not even that good.
No. And she wasn't even at the Soaring Eagle event that they held the week after that.
Yeah, I want to do challenge matches with her because I can beat her.
You're gonna win all the free swag.
I mean, I don't even. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with me. I don't play that often anymore. I play, but not that often. Not in the summer. Summer's too busy, right? So busy. I'm so busy in the summer. But anyway, I'm saying that I could go practice, train for let's say 4 weeks. Tomorrow, I grab my cue. It's right there. I go for 4 weeks, couple hours a day, and I think I could easily beat her. Easily beat her. And you're telling me she's your top pro or a top pro? Not the top pro. Come on.
Enough to be paired with Kelly Fisher.
Come on. And I don't dislike her. She's a nice enough person. I'm not saying it to knock her, but she ain't a top pro, bro. We stop talking about Black Creek.
Hey, congratulations to Bean Hung and Christina Zlateva for being the runners up. And then
they played lights out too.
They were walking away with that tournament before they got did dirty on the last day.
Wasn't even close.
Jasmine and Monica Webb. There was a match with Christina and Lori John versus Jasmine and Monica Webb, where they each dogged the 9-ball like 5 times each. So it wasn't the best pool, but that's what we like about the WPBA. There's human element involved.
Yeah,
they're gonna miss shots. They're not gonna be robotic about it. There's some heart and characteristics in their playing, but that was like a niche event.
Yeah, it wasn't as slow as I thought it would be. I thought it would be slower. Well, I still watch double speed. Let me tell you the trick of me watching tournaments. I always watch tournaments 1 hour behind. If they're live, I always watch them 1 hour behind. That's why I'm always 1 hour behind on posting something, right? You guys at home thought it was because I was trying not to be a spoiler. No, I don't give a rat's ass if you watch it. Stay off of Level 2 Billiards if you don't want to know the score, right?
If it was Robbie Capito, it's in real time.
Robbie Capito is real time. That's true. That's my dude. I'm watching real time. But I when I watch stuff YouTube, I watch it 2 times speed, and I might slow it down or something like that.
You got to stop.
Yeah. But do you know this? If you hold your thumb while you're watching YouTube, it'll double speed.
Yeah.
Did you know you could do that? And then and then double tap back 10 seconds, and then So if there's a shot like, I got to watch that again. I mean, I constantly am doing that. But most shots are pretty elementary, and watching something double speed, I'm a busy guy. Rob, I got stuff to do. I can't be watching for 9 hours. I mean, I got a life.
You're a man with multiple birthday parties. I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on. Steak Saturday at Old Stone. Steak Sunday in Philadelphia. Come on. I'm eating breakfast. Listen, you don't get this big by not eating, pal. You got to eat to maintain this weight. You got to eat. All right?
That's foodie fitness.
Speaking of got to eat, I got to check. I posted on my other page that I don't really promote on here. I'm trying not to promote on here. It's not a secret, but it's not something I care about. I posted a video earlier today. It's now at, how many was it at, Rob, when we started this?
I was like over 3,000, right?
It's at 3,800 views of me taking a bite of pizza.
That's more than all my videos put together.
What? It's me eating pizza. Did you see the one last week of me eating ice cream?
Oh, that was a good one with the Butterfinger.
Me eating ice cream. This has 5,896 views. And you know what? I don't even eat the ice cream. I just talk about it. I love running that page. I love running it.
You look like you're having a blast doing it, making ice cream flavors and tomahawk steaks and.
Yeah. I love it. 10,000 followers. I do well with it. This is my last.
That looked cool.
Sunset. Yeah.
One thing good about living on the East Coast, you get some picturesque shots.
Yeah. Yeah. This I went up on a hill. It's nice. All right. Then after Bike Week was Soaring Eagle,
Soaring Eagle, yes.
and you have notes about that.
Yes, I do. I'm
Good.
prepared, baby.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I didn't watch it. So you
Hey,
go ahead.
Soaring Eagle is good. This is, we talked about it last time. Christina Tkach, she's progressed to where she's on the last day of these tournaments every time out, and that's awesome to see because look, it's always Kelly Fisher. You always see Kelly Fisher, and Kelly Fisher was she was 8th place in this one. Last 2 times, Christina's runner up. Man, she's not just knocking on the door; she's ready to kick it in. And the person that she lost to is definitely no slouch. Chi Chu Chow, or AKA Rita.
Rita. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
a world champion, bro. She's a world champion.
Of course. But I mean, Christina lost to her 10-7. She had a crucial mistake at one point to where she maybe could have got there, but still, she's losing to these A-level players, and it's just showing how good she is now.
I said I wasn't going to talk, but I have something to say.
Let's hear it.
She's losing to A-level. She's an A-level player, right?
Yeah.
All right. She's right there, bro. She's 1 year away from dominating for the next 20 years.
Of course. Just like her boyfriend.
Now, who knows? She might have a baby one day, and that, whatever. We don't know. Right? I don't know her. I don't know that. I'm not saying she's having a baby, but
we're anti-procreation on this channel.
We are.
No babies.
No babies if you're Christina. Can she wait till she's 35?
30s, 40s.
So they're not even married yet that we know of, right?
Let's do the adopt, don't shop.
Oh. You got a lot of one-liners today. Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, she's right there. I want to see her winning. But who she's losing to? She's not losing. She's not. Yeah. It's not a mishap. It's not somebody who should have won. I mean, to lose to Rita, you got to be happy, right? You're not losing to. Don't make me say her name. Don't make me say her name.
We need to go to little puppets when we flash to one of these names.
Oh, finger puppets. All right, let's move on.
All right, so just recap: Rita number 1, Christina, and then Margaret Fefalova was 3rd place.
How did she do?
Not bad. Christina beat her to get to the finals, so she was in the mix on the last day. So I guess whatever she was doing with her mechanics paid off.
There's something for us to think about for 2025. Who will have better earnings, Mr. Steyer or Mrs. Steyer in 2025?
I guess I'm going to put let's do over under on excuses. 5 excuses over under for Tyler. That's a good I think the money's probably a little bit better on his side, but I think her quality is better, yeah.
Let's see what it is now. Let's see what it is right now. Well, we didn't pre-talk about this. It just came to my head. Right? Right? I'm not.
Yeah, no there's no Tyler Steyer homework done on this show.
No. We start lying. Did I say that out loud? All right. Here we go. Money leaderboard. We're looking for Steyer first because we're on the men's. I just happen to be on the men's side. All right. He's not in the top 15.
No.
Christina is 17.
Wow. Good
Capito's
for her.
16 at 48. Christina is 17 at 47. 47.9. So Christina's beaten. Christina is head of Vicky Krause is at 47,000. Skylar's at 43. Ping Chung Ko is at 43. Albin, right? I mean, Christina's beating a lot of people. All right. All right. Let's stay focused. Looking for Tyler. We're looking for Tyler. Kelly Fisher, 24,000. Tyler's at 20,000. Now we're looking for Margaret. Your girl Christina is at 18,000.
Good for her.
P
Make
at
that cash.
18,000. P is at 18,000. 15,000. She's only 5,000 behind.
Oh, that's a no-brainer then.
Well, she's only 5,000 behind.
Yeah.
And you got to figure the tournaments are 50% less.
What are they living on? The two of them are in June, and they got 30,000 between the two of them.
Predator money.
She's got 60 money now.
All right, here's what she's got this year. Third at Apex mixed doubles for 1,200. Fifth at Predator Women's Showdown for 4,000. WPBA Fairfield Invitational fifth for 1,700. Borderline Invitational 17th for 700. Rax Invitational 9th place for 1,200. And Soaring Eagle 3rd place for 6,500. Oh, that event paid
That's
well.
a good hit, yeah.
That's a nice event. If she got 3rd at 6,500.
And they got that one in a couple weeks, Iron City Invitational. That's supposed to be a big WPBA event.
This is the good, yeah. Soaring Eagle. So Rita went home with 16,000. Christina Tkach went home with 10 grand.
10K, yeah.
Margaret 6,500. Kelly Fisher 4,500. Brittany Bryant at 3,500. I mean, this is good money. April Larson went home with 2 grand. Pia Filler went 2,800. That's a nice event, payout wise, on the female side. Good for them. All right, so it could be 2024. Who wins? Well, he'll be on the Mosconi Cup team, right? So that's
a big influx at the end.
How about this? At the end of the year, we'll look, but we'll take his Mosconi Cup money out because it's not fair.
Yeah.
And we'll see who wins. Listen, I'm not knocking her if she beats him in money, but if anything, I'm applauding her because it's not the same money. It's a lot less on the female side than on the men's side. And that means she's putting up good numbers, right? So I'm not saying it, ha. I'm saying it, yay, clapping for you.
Yeah. Does he make the Mosconi team this year?
Yeah, he makes the Mosconi Cup. Who's replacing him?
I don't know. I know that BJ Usri is up there in points.
Does he replace him though?
Yeah, I mean, if you're keeping Shane Wolford and you're looking to replace somebody, I would put him as the odd man out. You're not doing Sky, you're not doing SVB, and you're not doing Fader. So it's 2 spots.
Well, we'll see. We'll get closer. It's summer. I don't want to talk about it yet. It's anxiety, bro. It's anxiety because really, does it matter? Does it matter?
No. There's excuses any way you look at it.
Come the last day. Come. Somebody has 11. Does it matter?
I don't know.
Listen, there could be a miracle. There could be a miracle. So don't get me started on it because it drives me nuts. We just want to pay attention to Reyes Cup now, where there's a fighting chance for either team to win. Hey,
that's we're talking about Robbie Capito getting on the Reyes Cup team. That's what I'm concerned about before the Mosconi Cup.
Bro. I love that for him. I love that, and I love it for Kachi too. I love it for Kachi also. Somebody was breaking my stones a couple weeks ago. It was probably a couple weeks ago. Oh, a couple months ago, you were busting Kachi's balls about the bathroom break, and now you're talking. Yeah, I'm. I I love you and hate you depending on the day, but
We're
I'm
equal
fair.
opportunity like that.
Yeah, look, I'm allowed to be mad at you. Like it happens in every sport. This week I love my quarterback. Next week I hate him.
Yeah, showing love doesn't mean we have to agree with everything.
Yeah, I, if I bust his, I don't dislike him any less. I don't really. I mean, other than that one guy, there's nobody I dislike, and I don't even. I guess I do dislike him. I want to say I don't dislike him. All right, you bought something new. Let's talk about what it is.
So this is actually a topic on my new episode of the Q-Tang Clan, available on YouTube. Um,
Yay!
so
Yay!
I have been using Viking cues. Viking is owned by Triple 60. They're affiliated with Whyte Carbon also. Whyte Carbon shafts make a universal joint. And when I say universal joint, you can use it on any pin. You can use it on Unilock. You can use it on Viking quick release, radial. So you buy your shaft, and then if you want it for another pin, you buy one of these devices, one of these universal pins for 60, $70. You put it in with the little wrench they give you, and it saves you from having to spend $500, $600, $700 on a new shaft. So you can use the same shaft over and over if you got different cues. Just you got to get a new adapter. And
Wow.
I don't know, a person who does a show about product. I mean, that to me that is it's a good product first and foremost. I would put a blindfold test with that shaft on any other carbon fiber shaft on the market, and you have this option to where it's going to save you hundreds of dollars down the road. So,
When
uh,
you have that, when you're using that pin, do you feel any misbalance or off balance, or
no,
it's there?
it's very it's as you can see it. There's a threaded bolt at the bottom of it, so this locks into the shaft, and then you put your shaft into the input like normal.
Right.
There's no movement. There's not even any budging on it. If you tap it or anything, it sits flush. It goes. You can see everything's beveled and leveled. It goes right inside the shaft perfectly. No movement. You wouldn't even know it was a universal cue like that.
Yeah.
It is. It's an awesome feature.
I love it. I love that that's technology is available, but that is a $4 piece of metal that you're charging. They're charging you $60.
Pretty
In the end, you
much.
save a lot of money because you're not buying a different butt for
Yeah.
the shaft, right?
I think
But
you're paying for
yeah,
the patent mostly with that.
or that CNC machine that's making it,
True.
right? Because those things aren't cheap, right?
Yeah, because it's not a light piece of aluminum. I mean, it's good quality
Right.
steel. Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. You got me tired. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like,
Yeah. It's almost
bro,
time for
it's three
breakfast.
o'clock in the morning. You got me 3 o'clock in the morning here. It's
We
11
shoot
o'clock.
at all hours.
It's 11 o'clock. All right, next we have. Well, that's it.
That's it.
No.
We hit the end of our agenda without going over an hour. This is crazy. This is so unlike
Wow.
us.
We didn't say goodbye yet, so give me time. Let's do shout outs. A new feature,
Very new
a
feature.
new official feature, a new official feature.
Yes.
All
We
right.
both signed off on it.
We both signed off on it. Great idea. I love the idea. You go first.
So my shout out for this week is my group of car buddies. The summer for me in the Poconos is all about cars. It's car crazy out here. So I just want to shout out my little group of buddies. We're all drive Dodges. I have a Dodge Charger. I got another buddy who has a Super B Dodge Charger. We're called the Dodge Boys in our little group of car circles here. So shout out to the Dodge Boys.
I was on the Dodge. I was on the Dodge Boys page the other day. I don't know if you noticed I followed.
Oh, the
I don't.
Facebook page, yes.
Yeah. I see you sitting in your little chair, hanging out with the boys.
That's
It's
summertime
nice.
in the
It's nice.
Poconos, brother. That's
That's
what we
nice.
do.
I'm going to shout out car guys also. Coincidence. Last week, or not last week, was it last week or the week before? There's a local race team here that invited me to go to a race. It's the second time. I'm rocking the hat. Danny, I'm rocking the hat. Danny gave me this hat. I love this hat actually. It's a flex fit. I love it.
Nice.
So I went. I'm not a race car guy, but I am a photographer, and if it's interesting, I love to take a picture. I have so much fun with these guys. He has his own pit crew. Listen, it's not a $5 million, $10 million, $20 million team. It's they work out of a shop in Pennsylvania. They build their own race cars, modified, I think it's called.
Yeah.
They race on dirt, right? And they have a nice little tractor trailer set up. And so I did it with them last year. And sadly, I found out this is probably going to be their last year. And this was probably the race that I went to was probably their second to last race or something like that. Danny has been racing. Danny's the driver and owner of the team, and he's been racing for years and years and years. And at one point, when he was much younger, he was at a pro level. Like I guess technically, if you're racing cars, you're automatically at a pro level. But he had a lot of notoriety, I should say. He was a well-known driver, maybe 20 years ago. But now he's retired. He's older. He does it for the fun of it. But he was telling me the numbers, how much it costs to run this race team.
Not a cheap sport.
Mind-boggling. I told you that I showed you. Remember, I sent you the picture of those tires.
Yeah.
One race, bro. If they're lucky, 2 races. So every race, it's $1,000 of tires.
Yeah.
And they race a couple times a night, or the frame and the tractor trailer you have to have, but it's a great time. So I just want to shout out to Danny's race team. He's a great guy. And I love going out there. You know this about me. I'm a very curious creature, and I ask a million questions. And they could be changing the time, because they have to move between races. They have to move fast. I don't know what they're doing. They're always tinkering with something. There was something with a gear change. Like I'm not a car guy to that level. I'm sure you know what this means. The gear. They had to change the gears,
Gear ratio.
the ratio.
Yeah.
They had to change the gear ratio, and they're like moving around like nuts because they got to get it done before the next race. And like enough, I'm asking questions. What are you doing? How long does that take? Like I'm the last person that should be in their ear chit chatting with them while they're working, right? But I love it. They're just good guys. And then at the end of the night, you know what I really loved about it? It was a local race. It was like an hour away, and that's considered local because they go all over. They go to Florida, and I don't know where they go. I know they go to Florida and whatever. But this was a local race. The whole family came out. And not just the family, not just Danny's family. I was so impressed. The pit guys, all their family came out. And then after the race, we were out in the pit, and we were having hot dogs and drinking beer, and it's a cool thing. And this is what I mean by as you get older, you appreciate these things. Because if I did this when I was 20, I would have liked it and never thought twice about it. But now I really embrace these things, And I've done some cool things in my life. I've been to the Super Bowl. I've been to the World Series. I've been to the NCAA Final Four. I've seen Tiger Woods play 10 times. I've been to all kinds of stuff, right? I've been to the Mosconi Cup, U.S. Open, International Open, the nutty one, and what's the Derby. I mean, I've been to a lot of stuff. So I have had a great life, But it's these because I know Danny. He's my neighbor. That's how I know him. He's my neighbor. He lives in town, and I love supporting people like that, And I love taking the pictures. At Lambertville J, if you want to see my photography, and you'll see some race car pictures on there. So,
you say about asking questions, and one thing about car guys, they love to talk about their cars.
Yeah.
No matter what, don't ask them about politics or pizza or anything like that. If you're talking cars, they will talk your ear off.
Yeah. They have I know it's not a well-funded team. I mean, I know it's kind of like they're not poor. It's still a race car team, right? But when you measure some versus others, it's a quasi shoestring budget, I would say. Then they have every tool that you could think of.
Yeah.
They have I'm sure they have stuff that they need that they don't have, or they. I'm sure there's stuff they don't have that they need, or that could be easier or make it better or something like that. But when I walk through their shop, I'm like, man, they got one of these, they got one of these, one of these. Like, and it's cool, and it's a big shop. It's multiple bays. I think you could fit 4 or 5 cars into this thing,
That's cool.
and they have an office in there, and they're pulling the car with a tractor trailer. So it's not. Oh, for the life of me, the trailer has a bathroom in it with a shower. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to flush the toilet. For the life of me, I'm looking for anything that looks like a button, and I couldn't
It's
do
like
it.
Demolition Man.
Yeah. And the food at the racetrack is awesome. It's at like concession type food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really a race car guy.
It's a good time at the racetrack.
Yeah, but it's fun. Yeah,
Any
it's fun.
racing you go to.
And you sit, and it's a dirt track. So when you sit in the first like 20 rows, you're just getting the shit kicked out of you with mud. It's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy,
it
crazy.
definitely takes you a time or two to pick up on that. To bring goggles and don't sit on the bottom.
Yeah, don't sit on the bottom. But it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Those guys depend on a lot of sponsorship, man. So I'd imagine like he's probably affiliated with a certain amount of places.
He told me, I'm not going to put his business out here, but he's told me how much sponsorships are and how much he got from this company and that company. It's not enough,
Yeah. You're still putting your own money in it.
Yeah, right. Oh, for sure. You're paying $1,000 a race for tires. $1,000 a race.
Yeah.
$1,000 a race for tires. And maybe you could say, oh, $1,000 is not that much if you're a race car. If you're racing 3-4 times a night, that's a lot of money.
Because those races, you have heat races to qualify, and then you have main events.
Right. And then the other thing was we were talking about the gasoline. It's the octane. I think he said was
95, 93.
No,
like
112. I think he said.
Oh, that's big. Yeah.
And I think he said it's like $19 a gallon. And he goes through, I don't know, I forget what he said. I don't remember. I remember that when he told me, I'm like, what? Like, it's probably cost them $300 or $400 a night for gasoline.
Oh yeah.
So let's say you do 3 races. Yeah, it's $5,000 a night. Because you got to pay for gas for that tractor trailer to get there.
And God forbid you put a dent on that car. You might not be racing the next week.
Yeah, well, no, it's all sheet metal, and they make it themselves. They form it themselves, right? But the other thing is, you got to pay to get into the race too, right?
Yeah.
So it's now the night that I went, he got money. I don't know how much he got. I didn't ask him. I figured he'd tell me if he wanted me to know. But I don't know. He made it to the qualifying race, and he got money. But it probably didn't even scratch the surface of what it cost him for that. So for him, it's a very, very expensive hobby, and I can see why he would want to get out of it. But, so when you think about how really cheap our hobby is, it could be crazy if you go crazy with the cues, right? I haven't bought a cue in a few years. I'm happy with what I have. I used to have 20 cues. I got rid of them all. I'm down to 3 cues. That sentimental one from Skylar, that custom that came from Ukraine, and then the one I will beat you with whenever I play you.
With the navigator tip.
Yeah, with the navigator tip. Hey, when you come down here, why don't you bring your sticks? If you have time, maybe we could, it's a little bar box.
Of course.
Maybe I can school you a little bit.
Teach me the fine arts of bar box.
Yeah. I know you hate bar box.
I hate bar box. I hate 8-ball.
Perfect. That sounds like I got a winner here. We can play quick race to 7.
Hey, don't. I'm gonna have to write down my excuses like Tyler.
Oh boy, bring your windshield, Mister.
Wait a second.
What? Oh,
I got something in my eye.
You know what we'll do? We can hook you up to the IV right when it's about time to play.
I need that.
I'll carry the IV around with you around the table. Oh, we get you one of them wheelie things.
We'll just hook it up.
Yeah, you just bring it with you. And then we'll take your magnet. We'll take your magnet and put it on that wheelie thing, and then you could just pop your chalk right on it.
There you go.
I'm here for you. All right, let's wrap it up.
We just hit an hour. We're still 15 minutes below our normal.
Great. It's now 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh man.
Cheers.
Salud.
Thank you, my friend.
Like always, it's been a blast.
Anything coming up?
What do we got? We got the Lushan Open in China, end of the month. It's a WNT event. And we got Iron City Invitational for WPBA, July 24th to 28th.
All right. So let's take July off, and let's come back for our U.S. Open show.
Yes, sir.
How's that sound?
I'll be here.
Well, we can do it from Atlantic City. We can go. This is my recommendation. There's no way she's going to let me bring a camera in. There's no way. Right? There's no way she's.
You can always wear a jacket. Oh, you got the new one.
Right?
Leave it to Jay Lance. Leave it to Jay Lansky to find a way.
All right. So there's no way that she'll let us do anything there. I'm not even sure she'll let me in the door. I'll have to wear a beard. You won't get me out, right?
You should get a shirt with a 3-ball and say you're from Level 3 Billiards.
You wouldn't get me out, right?
Nah. It's Emily. Come on.
All right. So let's just go for a day, bro. Let's just go for a day. This is my recommendation. Here's what I recommend. Nobody's listening now anyway. So this is just me and you talking. We'll go down there for a day, right? What's it? An hour from here, right? We go for a day. We go down there early in the morning. We get there, I don't know, noon, right? We take a couple of hours of pull in. We walk out to where the sitting area is. We do a quick show. We film it right there. Maybe we'll find a player to sit there with us.
Yeah.
And then we come home.
It's possible.
If you drive, I'll buy the tickets. How's that? I think they're like 37
It's all possible.
Piece. All right.
It's all very possible. We'll talk more.
I'm going to the U.S. Open with or without you. How's that? I want you to go.
All right. We'll fit it in.
All right. Wednesday, I think, is the best day to go.
Whatever you think. We'll talk about it.
All right. Thank you. Signing off.
As always, take care, my friends. Don't forget to, I got a few magic racks left. Those of you who haven't partaken the deal yet, grab those while they're still available. Follow my page, follow his pages, follow our YouTube channels. And that's it.
Signing off. Happy 4th of July, Americans. Happy we got rid of you, British people. All right, bye.
Level 2 Billiards. We have fun here.